Hello, my free and powerful friend. Welcome back to Mental Health School, where we rewire, rebuild, and recondition our beliefs to become active, happy participants in our lives and even creators of our own destiny. I want to start today's class with a powerful concept, one that isn't often connected to mental health. However, this concept has improved my mental health more than any talk therapy or prescription antidepressants ever did. That is my deep understanding of the universal law of vibration. And before you dismiss this entirely as being too woo-woo, too spiritual, not something you could believe in, I want to inform you that the great Albert Einstein once said, "This is not philosophy, this is physics." This is an exact science that once you understand, you can use to harness the power of your mind, feel mentally healthy, driven, ambitious, and make all of your goals come true. Now, you may have heard of the law of attraction, but a lot of law of attraction teachings fall short of explaining the complexity of the law that actually dictates law of attraction, the foundational premise of law of attraction, which is the law of vibration. You see, law of vibration is actually the primary law, where then law of attraction falls under that as a subsidiary law. And law of attraction coaches, authors, and speakers often tell their audience to just put out into the world what they want to receive back, think of what they want, and they will get it. But they definitely leave out the part of how do you feel about wanting the things that you want? And we'll get to that. How do you feel about wanting the things that you want? That's your vibration. Your reality won't bring to you what you think about wanting. It will bring to you what you are. So if you think about wanting a new car, but you actually feel like you are undeserving of the car, you're going to be vibrating in the frequency of being undeserving or unworthy. You are going to be vibrating the lack of the car, the lack of your own quality to pursue the purchase of this car. I remember watching The Secret by Rhonda Byrne, where all of these law of attraction teachers were talking about just that, how to manifest, how to use law of attraction to get a new car. And they talked about visualizing, seeing yourself driving the car, and eventually the car is just going to end up in your driveway. And I was really upset when that didn't automatically happen. And as I studied this concept later in life and understood the law of vibration, something that they left out of The Secret, I understood that while I was visualizing a new car and I was seeing my hands on the steering wheel and what the interior looked like, in the back of my mind, I was actually telling myself, yeah, right, this isn't real. I don't believe this. And that was the rate that I was vibrating. That was the frequency I was on. I was not on the frequency of being the person who gets the car. I was on the frequency of, I will never have the car, even though consciously I thought about wanting it, right? This is where we start to dive into exactly how the law of vibration even occurs within our body. The entire process involves our conscious mind, our subconscious mind, our nervous system, and actually every cell in our body. And all of that connected to the universe. So you can see this is a very complex system, but pretty simple once you understand how to harness it and how to believe in it. Remember that our conscious mind is our thinking mind. This is where we filter all of the data that we see, smell, taste, touch, and hear. This is where we replay old memories. This is where we imagine the future. This is really where we have the power to create. This is where we have the power to accept or reject ideas And as you accept new ideas, you can reject the old ones, and always being very conscious of which ideas you are allowing to drop down into your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind has that responsibility, that function of being able to accept or reject ideas, but your subconscious mind does not have that ability. It's a fertile field, and it's going to take whichever ideas you accept with the conscious mind. And once you accept an idea with your conscious mind and it's dropped down into your subconscious sets up your vibratory rate of every single cell in your body. Your subconscious mind is in control of every cell. If you really think about it, you don't have to think about cellular regeneration or growing your hair or your skin healing or your heart beating or your legs moving. You don't have to think about any of that. Your subconscious mind is doing it automatically because it's already in every single cell. And if it's in every single cell, that means it also controls the health of the cell. The health of the cell is, to say in other terms, the vibration. A low vibration of a cell is a sick cell. The low vibration of a cell is a depressed cell. The high vibration of a cell is excitement, is health, is joy, acceleration, ambition. So if you are accepting ideas harmonious with joy and excitement and ambition, then your body is going to vibrate in that frequency and attract everything to you that is harmonious with it. If you are accepting less than ideas and you are thinking thoughts of depression, self-doubt, worry, anxiety, you're using your conscious faculties to imagine the worst, expect the worst case scenarios, you're dropping those heavy themes into your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind has no other option than to start vibrating accordingly and causing your external reality to match your vibration rate. You look outside of you, and all of a sudden you realize your inner world is creating your outer world. If you are accepting depressing thoughts, you feel depressed, and you look outside of you and you notice all the things to be depressed about. That is the law of attraction and law of vibration working in tandem, showing you that it's not just good things that you attract to you, but every circumstance in your life is a mirror of your inner world. Law of attraction brings to you what you are vibrating as. So again, to go back to the car, if you want to attract a new car, but you're thinking thoughts like, man, it would be really hard to get that car. I don't know if I could ever get that car. You're vibrating and you're feeling like someone who will never get the car. Therefore, it is very unlikely that you will ever do anything to purchase the car. Now, to expand a little bit on Albert Einstein's quote mentioned above, that this is not philosophy, this is physics, I want to talk about the full excerpt where he said, everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you desire, and you cannot help but get that reality. This is not philosophy. This is physics. Now, we do this very unintentionally for much of our lives, especially if we are feeling mentally unwell. We have matched the frequency of the reality we don't want, and we cannot help but get that reality. Tell me how much you think about what you do not want in your life. How you want the car, but gosh, you can't get it. I don't want to be this person who can't get the car. Or maybe how you want to not drink anymore. What kind of reality are you getting mirrored back to you What kind of frequency are you matching by saying, I don't want to drink anymore? You're broadcasting the identity and the vibration and the frequency of someone who believes that drinking is important, is part of their identity, is completely worth their time. You think, I don't want to be lazy. Well, what kind of person thinks that? You are on the frequency of a lazy person. You are admitting that you are lazy through that thought. I don't want to be ill. I don't want to feel sick. Okay, you are vibrating in the identity frequency of a sick person. You cannot help but get that reality when you're vibrating that frequency, when you've matched that frequency. If you want a new lifestyle, and you're thinking about how you don't want the current lifestyle you're in, I don't want to be staying up all night on Netflix. I don't want to be doom scrolling. I don't want to be lethargic at work. I don't want to have issues with my boss. I don't want to be unhealthy. I don't want to have this lack of gym confidence. Those are great thoughts. I don't want that for you either. But what is it that you do want? Because right now you're matching the frequency of what you don't want. And the key to the law of vibration is to let go of all of the things you think about that you don't want anymore and focus solely on what you do want. And a lot of us at this stage would draw blanks. Maybe you have some sense of awareness right here and right now that you've spent the past 5 or 10 years, or maybe your entire life, thinking of everything you don't want. I don't want conflict. I don't want to upset people. I don't want people mad at me. I don't want to miss out on opportunities. I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to be left out. I don't want problems with my parents or my relationships. You've thought about everything that you don't want so vividly that that's the reality you've been living in. That's the frequency you've been matching. So now is the time to think about what you do want. And anytime you notice yourself going back to the thoughts of, I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to drink anymore. I don't want to smoke anymore. I don't want to use drugs anymore. I don't want to treat people poorly. I don't want to treat people with disrespect. I don't want to feel left out. Whatever that is, say, okay, what is the opposite of that I do want? I want to feel connected. I want to feel deep senses of purpose. I want to feel fulfillment. And then you take all of those things that you do want and you say, okay, what would it be like to have that in my life now? So let's start our guided activity to see where it is that you are currently stuck thinking about what you don't want, or thinking from the frequency and the reality of the identity that you want to overcome. And start thinking about what we do want, start getting clear on what we do want and how to vibrate in a way that matches the frequency of the reality we actually want. So then we just can't help but get that reality. So go ahead and close your eyes and find your most comfortable seated position. Start breathing with intent, noticing how the air fills your lungs and noticing how your lungs contract as you exhale. And from here, take your focus within your body, going into your inner world. I want you to imagine seeing your electrical system inside of your body, your nervous system, a complex unit of electricity pulsing through from your head, down your spine, into your arms, into your lower back and down your legs. This electrical system is your vibration. See it as your vibration. And when you think thoughts of happiness, joy, gratitude, my life is great, you see your electrical system get bright, full of energy. It's got beautiful shades of green and lavender emitting as a broadcast inside of your body. You feel your body energized, maybe butterflies in your tummy even. When you think these thoughts of joy, you feel that difference in your body, because feeling is conscious awareness of vibration. Now, I want to take you from this feeling place of greatness to imagining that you just got bad news. Did you just feel that shift in your body? Maybe it was your stomach sinking. Maybe it was your breath escaping your lungs. Your heart starting to pound, your hands becoming clammy. That is the physiological shift of vibration due to the conscious thoughts you accept. I guided you to accept thoughts of congruency with getting bad news, so you felt that in your body. You felt your body react in a new vibration. See that electrical system dim. The green and lavender shades have now gone, and the electrical system is a dark, murky green or black. It's dim. It's barely even flashing. This is your electrical system. This is your vibration when you're thinking low vibration thoughts, when you are accepting low vibration thoughts. Now let's get into the prompts that allow you to understand your desires and how to think about them in order to attract them through your vibration. Now, most of my clients come to me very adamant that they want to quit a specific coping mechanism. It can be a physical habit like smoking or drinking or stress eating, binge eating, a physical habit like biting their nails or isolating, staying up way too late consuming Netflix. Whatever the case is, this physical habit is something that they no longer want to have built into their identity. They no longer want to be the type of person that drinks or smokes or uses food as an emotional crutch. But they are caught in this toxic loop of vibrating as someone who does that thing but does not want to do that thing. See within your own body what your electrical system looks like and feels like as you think and accept ideas of, I don't want to be like this anymore. I hate the way that I am. I hate that I do this. Being in that place does not feel good, but it seems logical. And in fact, I would say that most talk therapy encourages you to stay in that place of thinking of how you should change and how you don't want to do the things that you're doing now. But thinking about how you don't want to do something is broadcasting the vibration of, I'm the type of person that does this. I don't want to drink anymore comes from the vibrational frequency of, I am someone who thinks it's important to drink. Thinking, I don't want to smoke anymore comes from a vibrational reality of, I'm someone who values smoking. Someone who didn't smoke doesn't think about not smoking. Someone who quit drinking long ago is not thinking about not drinking. Someone who got their dream job already is not thinking how much they don't want to work at their current job or how badly they need a new job. This is the difference between vibration and conscious thought. You can consciously think about what you don't want, vibrating as the type of person that is that thing. So if you want to quit drinking, what would it feel like inside of your body to embody the identity and the vibrational frequency of someone who thinks, Drinking is really lame. Drinking is a waste of time. Drinking is irrelevant. I have so many more fantastic things about me, much more than what's in my cup. If somebody doesn't drink anymore, what is it that they're thinking about? And how do they feel about themselves? That is a completely different vibration than I wish I could quit drinking. If you want to quit smoking, what would it be like to already have quit? You would think that smoking was unhealthy, that it wasn't compatible with your identity. You would think, I'm not somebody who does that. That's a waste of money. My lungs are healthy. I love my body. I only put healthy things in my body. Somebody who wants a new job would vibrate in the way of, gosh, I love my new job. If you really want to be the person who gets the job that you want, you imagine that you're already there so that you can vibrate at that frequency instead of thinking about how you want it, thus vibrating as somebody who doesn't have it. If you want a new partner, vibrate love, vibrate self-trust, vibrate self-compassion, and you cannot help but attract compassionate, loving people. If you want a new relationship, but the whole time you're thinking, I don't have a relationship because the world is full of awful partners and my time is up and I'm just too old, that's what you're going to be vibrating as. And you're never going to attract to you who you could have attracted to you from the vibrational frequency of, I love myself. I know that relationships are out there. I have the perfect partner coming to me now. Isn't it interesting that your body feels differently as you tap into these different thoughts? That is the magic of the law of attraction and the law of vibration. And stay tuned for our next class so that we can break down exactly how to use your statements of desire so that you get what you want, even if you haven't learned it yet. Thank you so much for joining us today at Mental Health School. That's enough for this lesson. We'll see you next time.